Hey guys, Raiden here, and welcome back to what may be the finale of Fire Emblem Three Houses. So, I've been having a lot of recording trouble lately, as I always do, because I had to restart my computer, but I think I found a workaround for it, so I'm very happy about that. And I'm hoping this episode records as intended, because it'd be a shame to mess up the recording of the final episode of this series. Regardless, thank you guys for watching all this. I appreciate the support greatly. And before we start the episode, there's a few things I do want to talk about. First off, I do really want to thank you guys for being kind of understanding. I'm probably going to say this in the other series too, so if I talk about it over again, I apologize. But this is something I rarely bring up. But there's been a lot of quote-unquote plot twists in this game. I wouldn't really call them twists. It's more of just like, hey, we finally decided to reveal the plot to you. And I appreciate that there wasn't a whole ton of like, wow, that was obvious. Xeno, you're so stupid. Because those types of comments actually really get to me. I don't really talk about it a lot, but I do have very extreme ADHD. Okay. And people don't really realize how bad it is. It's like you're almost under a curse. Things can happen, like you can solve a math problem, and then you go to move that problem over to a different sheet of paper, and you'll write it wrong 6 times in a row, despite the fact that the number is literally in front of your face. Like, it is bad, and a lot of people don't understand that. So, believe me when I say I really appreciate, like, the kindness, because I haven't mentally been up to par, both, like, emotionally and intellectually, with a lot of the plot that's going on. I have to admit, I've been so stressed in the past month, I don't even remember that giant plot dump that Rhea gave us. Like, I hardly remember it at all. So, yeah, basically just thank you guys for not being assholes and being like 200 IQ. I can't believe you didn't figure this shit out. It's so obvious. Wow, Xeno, you're dumb, because things like that actually legitimately ruined the end of Danganronpa V3 for me, because people are assholes. And if you are one of those 200 IQ assholes, then, you know, I guess go to Harvard or something? Make use of your intelligence, help the poor? I don't know. I mean, it's okay to say you figured stuff out ahead of time, or that it was, like, pretty simple for you. That's fine. Just don't be an asshole about it, you know? I also saw a comment that I found extremely funny, which was someone going like, so, you know, do you still think Rhea is evil? It's like, yeah, I guess she's not that bad if you don't consider the fact that her lies cost thousands of lives, or the fact that she has an entire religion that she is a part of, that she is upholding so strongly that she executes anyone who says otherwise and constantly teaches extremism to thousands of oncoming soldiers. So at the end of the day, all that makes Rhea is someone with a god complex, who's also a narcissist, who also holds important information that could save thousands of lives, who also likes to be manipulative and control everyone around them by not telling them everything, and wants blind allegiance from basically everyone around her because she's holy. Do I hate Rhea? No. Is she a good person? No. Rhea is objectively a terrible person. That being said, I still like her as a character, I guess. I wouldn't really call it like, but she's fine. Anyways, let's continue. So I think this is gonna be our last chance to talk to everyone in Garreg Mach. Like, I think this is legit the last mission in the game, as to my understanding. So I think we better talk to everyone now while we can.
Everyone in Fódlan's united, but the what's-her-faces in the dark or whatever won't let up.
I'm glad you have just as well of a grasp of the situation as I do, Caspar.
Let's get rid of them right away.
Let's do it!
Some training in so we can crush them. There's not a lot of time, but I'm afraid we won't win if we don't train.
There are also people saying, like, switch Nox's outfit. I hate... You know how many times this LP people have told me to switch outfits? I swear to God, when I put on the hat, people were like, take off that outfit. When I put everyone in, like, those jerseys, it was take off that outfit. And now when I put this on, people are like, no. I do what I want. It's my LP. Legitimately, though, I really like this outfit because it feels like... I don't know. It feels like you're paying an homage to thThis, I guess I want to say. Like, she is a part of you, and you really want to represent that. It's not you just wearing her clothes because, ooh, DLC items. It's like someone who is very important, and I did get really attached to thThis. Like, there were multiple times a month started, and I'd go to explore, and I'd round the corner of the bed to talk to thThis and see what she has to say, and she wouldn't be there. And I would legitimately get kind of sad inside, because it's like, I expected that person to be there, and they aren't, and it sucks. But yeah, I'm keeping this outfit on. Hi, Witch Lady.
I thought the fighting was over, but it seems I will have the honor of fighting beside you a while yet.
What is with your hat?
I may just be a humble soldier, but I will give everything I have for the defense of Fódlan.
Every soldier's important, lady. Hey, you two.
I try not to think about what would happen if Lady Rhea were harmed. I can't bear the thought of it. I'm not sure why the Fell King Nemesis picked right now to come back to life, but it makes me angry, that's for sure. Let's kick him back down into the dirt where he belongs.
Once again, I do have to reiterate how cool it was having kind of like a lost civilization that was far more technologically advanced than we are right now. I don't know, it was just a really cool concept to see that entire area, and I genuinely enjoyed the area. And I don't know about the people who are there, because they feel very... I don't know, I don't really have an attachment to fighting them, because, you know, Rhea just talked about them maybe 3 in-game hours ago. But, you know, whatever.
Ghosts rising up from the ancient ruins. No matter how hard we push back, they don't stop coming. They're persistent. I'll give them that.
The one thing I'm finding really interesting is everyone is so tired of fighting by now. And like you can see the morale dropping on people. It's like, what do you mean? We just took down Aelgard. What do you mean that's not the end of it? And then we go in and blow up their base, and it's like, okay, you got it. It's like, what do you mean we have to go kill some dude named Nemesis now? Come on, just let this end.
I can feel a weight in the air. It is different from before. I do not know this Nemesis person, except what I have been reading. But I am not of Fódlan. My knowledge of this person is very little. Even so, I feel that I can understand it. I know that our enemy has great strength. I am feeling great fear for this battle.
I'm scared too.
You have fear too? You do not look like you do. I have gratitude. I mean, I am grateful that you told me.
Hey Bernadetta, how's it going?
The King of Liberation? The Fell King? His name is Nemesis, right?
Yep.
And he was hidden away for over 1,000 years. Wow, that's a really long time all to himself.
That's the part you're focusing on.
But that doesn't make him worth admiring, no matter how much I envy him.
You'd like to be shut away for 1,000 years?
Maybe. Is that a trick question?
Wow. I guess I can kind of understand Bernadetta, but I don't have quite the same obsession she does for staying away from everyone, you know?
I keep thinking the war's near its end, then it isn't. When can we finally put this dreadful war behind us?
Let's end it with the next battle.
That would be wonderful. Imagine the last moment of combat, then peace. It sounds like a fairy tale. I want to make this a world where there is no fighting, where children can grow up happy and safe.
Okay. Well, I'm sure that we'll be able to do that after this. Alright, Raphael, what simple-minded question do you have for me?
Hey, Professor. Have you heard from Claude? He says he's gonna throw a feast if we win the next battle. Enough food to clean out the stores.
Sounds great.
So I'm super motivated to win. I'm gonna train every muscle I got. I'm coming for you, Nemesis. I'm coming for you, Feast.
Don't worry. I mean, you're not actually going to be in the battle because you kind of fell behind stat-wise, but, you know, you're still there in spirit.
Professor,
Hey, Sylvain.
Just when we think we're in the clear, the legendary Fell King resurrects. Who'd have thought it? Can you handle this getting any weirder? I don't know if I can.
I can sympathize with you.
I don't know how much of this Nemesis guy is a legend, and how much is true, but I know this. I mean, I'll still fight like I want to die, because that's worked so far, and why change at this late date, right?
Fair enough. I'm glad that even though everyone's kind of hesitant, no one's backing down, you know? Like, we are fighting what is essentially a god, and people are like, I don't know, this dude's kind of scary, but if you say we have to, we have to.
What a magnificent tale. It's enough to make your head spin. Rhea's real identity is Saint Seiros, and the one who attacked us was Nemesis, the King of Liberation. On top of that, you've got the heart of the goddess in you. My flabber is completely gasted right now. But now isn't the time for standing around in disbelief. Nemesis has made it this far for a reason. If we aren't victorious, that's it for Fódlan's new dawn. The world will be forever shrouded in darkness. This is the final battle. Finally. My friend, please give it your all out there.
Of course I will. I love how even Claude's just like, this is the final battle, finally.
Shambhala is destroyed. But are they vanquished entirely, I wonder? Just as Kranya took Monica's form, perhaps there are some others living above ground.
Quite possibly.
Once this battle is over, I still have much to see to.
Unless we can just detect them, that seems like a wild goose chase.
But right now, I should focus on the task at hand, on Nemesis. As long as Nemesis stands, both my future and the future of Fódlan hang in the balance.
You got it.
Professor! I can hardly believe we're going to go up against Nemesis. Unfortunately, my doubt won't change the situation. There's nothing for it but to prepare for battle. We must protect Lady Rhea.
I got you. We're gonna do this. Hey, Felix.
The fell King Nemesis. I imagine he'll be a worthy opponent. How many foes have tasted my blade? He will be an excellent finale.
Okay, calm down, buddy.
Victorious, Professor.
Calm down. Yes, we will.
Splendid. Let's do it.
You seem pretty calm to me. Hey, you
Is Lady
two?
Rhea okay? She was quite weakened to start, and then she took all those heavy injuries. I don't want to imagine it, but what will happen if Lady Rhea passes away like this?
We'll cross that bridge if we come to it.
I suppose you're right. Come what may, we should all combine our talents and defend the peace of Fódlan.
We went through all that trouble to finish the war, and now we have to fight again? What does this Nemesis fellow have against Garreg Mach anyway?
A vendetta.
A vendetta against Garreg Mach? That doesn't make much sense at all.
He just kind of hates everything, to be honest.
At any rate, I'll do what I can to defend the monastery and Lady Rhea.
Just when we thought we made it to the end, another enemy approaches. Can we be sure this battle is the last one?
You can never be sure. But this is it, I think.
I think you're right. Just a little further to the end. Come on, Professor. We have to win.
Indeed we do, Marianne.
Once Lady Rhea is fully recovered, she will resume her role as the Archbishop of the Church. Once she's in her rightful place, we'll need a sovereign to lead all of Fódlan. I think you or Claude would be ideal.
Yeah, I'll probably pick Claude, to be honest. I just want to spend a simple life after this. Hey, Lawrence?
A sudden invasion from Nemesis has plunged the Alliance territories into complete disarray. Against such overwhelming strength, my father and his forces had no choice but to retreat.
I'm glad he survived.
It was certainly prudent for him to avoid a fruitless death, but as things stand, he will not leave much of an impression on history. So, that falls to me. I will do all that I can for the future of Fódlan and the glory of House Gloucester.
You do you, man. I'm sure you can bring glory in whatever you want, really. Hey, Eloise. Hey, Judith.
Hello. Tell you, did you hear? Our enemy is Nemesis. Unbelievable. It sounds crazy, but there's no laughing it off. We must make our move before they reach the monastery.
We thought we'd taken down the mastermind of this war, and then the fell King Nemesis shows up. Well, no matter what evil creatures we have to face, this old soul will keep defending Garreg Mach. Not only Garreg Mach, though. Also Lady Rhea. Also, you. I think Gerald would be saying the same kind of thing if he were here right now.
Yeah, everybody still misses him. Hey, Sedef.
Before the monastery was completed, there was a massive battle on the Tailteen Plains. In that battle, the warrior Seiros defeated the fell king Nemesis and reclaimed the bones and heart of Sothis. Those make up the divine sword that you wield and the crest that you bear. Now, Rhea, Seiros, lies helpless. The only one who can defeat this so-called King of Liberation is the inheritor of divine power. You have our full and unwavering support. Only you can do this. Please, save this world.
Of course we will. Hello, Flame.
Please keep quiet. Rhea is sleeping right now. She does not appear to be very well. I beg of you, please do everything you can to prevent an assault from Nemesis.
I gotcha. Don't worry, I'm always doing everything I can. Hey, Leone.
So we're defending Fódlan's future, huh? Kinda makes my mercenary ambitions feel pretty small. So I'll think about my promise to Captain Gerald to protect you instead. That'll be my reason to fight.
Thank you.
If I can get you through this in one piece, that's just as good as defending Fódlan's future, isn't it? I just hope he's watching.
Hey, Hanneman.
Shambhala. An underground city with an entirely different lineage than the goddess? Strange phenomena, driven by a source totally alien to the CREST that we understand. Most unsettling. Could it be magic? Some manner of technology? I would like to know the truth of it all. Very much so. I want to know their history, their knowledge. Why do you suppose they chose this place to occupy?
I don't know.
I intend to carry out multiple excavations around the city. There is so much to learn.
Here's hoping that we get a steampunk sequel to this game. How cool would that be? Hanneman digs up all that stuff and we get like a steampunk Fire Emblem. God, I'd love that.
Yet, first we face battle with a king who has defied time. Yes, the excavations can wait, I think.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Hey, Hilda.
My big brother challenged Nemesis. He knew he couldn't win. He just did it so that his friends could escape. He emerged from the battle with a terrible injury. It's a miracle he didn't
How
die.
did Nemesis not destroy him? I'm glad he made it.
Yes, me too. Dying to save someone else seems to defeat the purpose. I wouldn't do it. He's alive, and in spite of myself, I'm really proud of him.
How did he escape Nemesis, though? That doesn't seem like a realistic outcome. Unless Nemesis is actually like a chivalrous person. You know, Nemesis could be one of those types of people. It's kind of hard to say because the only times we've seen him, he's been buff and screaming. But he could be like a... He could have like a warrior spirit, I should say.
I got the gist of it from Claude. Those who slither in the dark. They seem to be descended from humans who were forced deep underground after the goddess defeated them.
That's what I heard.
They were trying to wipe out the goddess and her followers in hopes of taking back the surface. That's why they called themselves saviors. To their mind, they were.
Yeah. It's the entire problem with this entire game is everyone thinks that they're right. Hey, you two.
I hear some super strong and evil fellas are after Lady Rhea. She just barely made it back to Garreg Mach. And then this has to go and happen? I'll protect Lady Rhea as best I can. And you're gonna do the same thing, aren't you, Professor? Yeah, I know you will. Cut him down, Professor. Get every last one of those guys.
Calm down.
The King of Liberation wakes after a 1,000-year slumber. Feels like I'm living a nightmare.
We must accept it.
I know you're right, but it still doesn't feel real. Maybe this Nemesis who's attacking us isn't even the real thing. Either way, the damage and death he's causing are real enough. I will fight to protect those who need it.
I'm glad I have all these people around. Hey, Manuela.
Life can be tough, you know? But if you've got your friends to help you through, it can be a lot easier.
Yes, as Ike once said, as a brave man once said. And suddenly there's a statue of Ike right there.
Maybe you butt heads sometimes, but that's okay. That's how you build bonds, right? And I've got friends, Professor, plenty of those. It's true love that seems to have passed me by.
You should... Wow, time to give up? There's still hope.
But where is my true love to be found? Where is my ray?
That's what you're worried about?
At this point, you're the only man who pays attention to me. I guess I'll have to take what I can get.
Sorry, but you can't get this. Hey, Lysithia.
It seems that there are some Shambhala loyalists in Nemesis's forces. As long as they're around, we can expect them to continue with their cruel experiments.
We must win.
Yes, we have to. It's the only way to ensure nobody else will go through what I went through. We must obliterate them in the next battle. It's the only recompense for Edelgard's death.
Oh. Feel so bad for her. Actually, you know what? Let's keep this thematic. We're gonna spend our very last week here after I save. Just resting. It's pointless, but, you know, I feel like people deserve it. With a decisive battle ahead, Nox visited the cemetery.
Sorry. It looks like I'm going to have to leave you now. One day, I hope you'll give this ring to someone you love.
Oh, this is finally happening. I almost forgot about this. Someone I love. So, apparently you can S-rank thThis somehow. I don't know how. It's grayed out, so I don't think I can. What? Wait, no, what? That cannot be an option. Oh, that last option's sad. But saying, like, oh, man. That's weird. Like, she's part of you now. That's, like, dedicating you to yourself. And I like thThis a lot. Like, she feels like a best friend. You know, honestly. But I don't see her in that way. So I've thought about this a lot. Actually. And all of these are good choices. None of them are bad. Initially, I was actually going to pick Leonie, like, at the start of the game, because I still think, out of all the female characters, Leonie has my favorite design, and I like her personality a lot. The only off-putting thing is how much she talks about your dad, and it gets kind of weird at times. Hilda's great, but, like, that's my ship with her and Claude. Marianne's also a wonderful choice, but, you know, I feel like she has a bunch of better supports. Lysithia, wonderful person, but not that way. Ingrid kind of has that ex-husband thing going on, and it makes it kind of scary. Annette would be super sweet, but of course, is the predictable thing to do. I have to choose Bernadetta here, because not only do I just think she's like the sweetest thing ever, the day that it was basically settled was when she came to visit your dad's grave. Like, no one else really wanted to do anything, and they were kind of, like, stepping around you, and she actually left her room to, like, go outside and, you know, do a thing. She's super sweet. She's probably one of my favorite female characters. I don't like her time skip design a bunch, but she is the choice. As is, obviously. You should share your life with Bernadetta. Yes. Huh? Is that just it? Okay, expect like a big cutscene, but it's just like, nope. This is the thing. Alright, so. Okay, so here we go, the final mission. I don't have anything to look on, I already prepared us. Let's just go. We need to stop Nemesis once and for all. Shambhala has fallen, but a mysterious army has emerged from its ruins, bearing the crest of flames on its banner, which is also our crest, making warfare rather confusing. Leading this force is Nemesis, the King of Liberation, presumed dead for 1,000 years. Here we go. What? I've never actually seen this screen before.
A military force bearing the crest of flames on its banner marches west to Garreg Mach from Shambhala, attacking nearby cities along the way. Rhea informs the Alliance that the enemy's general is none other than the ancient Fell King Nemesis. And so the Alliance army prepares for their final battle, hoping to put an end to Fódlan's blood-stained history.
What's the plan, my friend?
We will defeat Nemesis. Apparently, that's all I've thought of for this plan. Oh, Claude's like, my top advisor, what shall we do? It's like, let's kill Nemesis. He's like, that's kind of the point. I was hoping for strategy.
I thought you'd say that. And of course, I'll be joining you. What about the rest of you? Our enemy is a monster of legend. As always, there's not a shred of proof that we can win.
A foolish inquiry, Claude. I must finish what my father started.
Started? Your father ran away before the battle even began.
Well, all the more reason why I, as his heir, cannot flee now.
Forgot to change Hilda's outfit back. I intended to, but I didn't. But whatever. Still looks nice.
I'm in. I need to get back at him for hurting my brother. I'm not going to let him get away with it.
Wow. Hilda's serious about this.
I, too, will fight until the end. I wish to protect Fódlan's future.
I feel the same as Lysithea. It would hardly be fitting for Captain Gerald's apprentice to bow out now. I'll show them everything he taught me.
I will give it my all as well.
For the Professor, for Claude, and for all of you who helped make me as strong as I am now.
I'm in too. And when we're done, I'm gonna eat tons of steak this summer.
Yellow deer for life. Golden deer. Whatever you want it to be.
It's the final battle. At this point, you shouldn't have to ask us, Claude. You know we're with you.
I do know that, Ignatz. But I had to ask, just to make sure.
Look at how reliable you kids have become. You've trained them well, Professor. This Nemesis guy should be arriving soon. Is everyone ready?
It's finally time.
I won't let us lose. I won't let any of you die. Let's win this together. No, I'm gonna put this one in.
I'm on board with that. Let's all make it through this alive. Let's defeat this dusty old king of liberation and put an end to this history of lies. Once we've done that, there'll be nothing holding us back. A new and brighter age will begin. Let's go, my friend. Fódlan's new dawn awaits.
Cue that title screen song that's super freaking catchy.
Thanks.
I really haven't talked about it too much, but this game's soundtrack is really good.
I am
like,
grateful.
a lot of the songs it has, especially Blue Skies in the Battle, is fantastic.
Oh, wow, thanks. Thank you very much.
Man, it's taking a while to load. I hope this set piece at the end is going to be really nice. I was talking to someone, and they asked me, this is outside of YouTube, and they're like, what kind of, or which route did you choose first? And I was like, Golden Deer. And they're like, what kind of person plays Golden Deer first? And I'm like, a cool person. Oh, wow, there's not even, like, an intro. Wait, hold on. Interesting. Some of them have relic weapons. That's the one that Hilda uses all the time. There's a Banshee tome on that one. Yeah. Oh, wow. This guy is Claude's bow. Except it's the T version. And he has the Dark Creator sword. It's kind of cool. It's like a mimic. Like an evil mimic of our own army, you know? They don't have every single relic we have, because that'd be ridiculous. What is even the point of having chests on this map? Like, what does it matter? Nonetheless, I'll put Ignatz over here just to make sure we can have a crack at it. Alright, I think everyone's all set up to go. Raphael isn't here, but I want to make sure he's actually going to be the... I'm going to set him as the adjutant for Leone. Alright, I don't have anything to do. I already set up everything beforehand, so... I guess what I could do is I could look at the map and strategize a little bit more and see what we have on each side. So, up on this left side, we have mostly physical units. And coming up on this right side is a few more casters than anything else. We do have a siege ballista right here, which might be great for one of us to get to. Bernie would be a good choice to get her over there, but she's also a dancer, so it's kind of in between on which I want to do there. We immediately do have a forest right here, so we can definitely take advantage of that. A lot of us are flying, so it's going to be a little more difficult there, but I want to put everyone else up front that's not flying or mounted. Alright, let's do this. Victory conditions. Defeat the enemy commander.
Nemesis is here, and with more soldiers than expected.
A swamp, huh? But there's something about it. It looks odd somehow.
Can't breathe.
Oh.
You should not have done that. Be careful. The water is poisonous to the living.
Looks like we better not get near that swamp. Try to avoid it during the fight.
It's a death swamp. Got it.
What's my strategy?
I wonder if they magicked up the swamp, or if this was just like a strategic position they were aware of.
Steady now.
Ignatz? I want to listen to the song for a second. Hold on. This is very much Shadows of Valentia type soundtrack. I can hear bass-boosted Berkut from miles away. They don't even have a chance to hit him. He can just solo everyone over here. That's kind of ridiculous. Also has the Sword of Zoltan now. Whoops, forgot to turn animations on. On. There you go. Alright. He can solo that part of the map by himself. I am not worried about him in the slightest. We'll go ahead and use the Sublime Creator Sword on this general right here. Damn, we missed.
Huh? I think they've got some sort of magical link with Nemesis.
What do you mean?
Could the magic be protecting him?
Not sure, but we'd better take out his 10 commanders before taking him on.
Oh, just like the stories. Yeah, that's a decent idea.
Let's make this quick.
I don't disagree with that. Oh man, I have to be careful about where I put Lysithea, because if I put her in the wrong place, they're all just going to go after her.
At the ready.
Where to put who is the best question I have.
Can't afford to lose.
I'll cut through.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm not going to leave Felix out there. That's kind of crazy. We're going to have to be defensive with some of our units right now. As much as I want to put her up here, this thing is, I think, within immediate range of her. So that was a hit. We can keep taking advantage of that.
Shall we?
Lawrence dismount. I don't know if I could actually, if there's a way to start fights with people dismounted, or if it's just something I kind of have to deal with. I don't know. I'm actually very unsure of that. I want to take out this mage.
So close. Hold a grudge if you must. I fought and won.
I could learn from that.
So we took that one out.
Shall we?
I want to take this one out, but let's see. How many spaces can Hilda move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She has 10 move, meaning if I put her right here, I can bring her back safely. I just want to get rid of this guy as soon as possible.
It was the least I could do.
9 more commanders remaining. We just killed number 10. These can't be the 10 elites, can they?
One and the same.
Not likely.
This is like, nah, it couldn't be. Just shows how crazy we've gotten.
You're in my way!
Like Scythia just one-shot them.
No time to slow down.
Amazing.
My orders?
Alright, Leonie, you don't need to help out Ignatz, so... Oh, you go right here? Go ahead and dismount.
That's the spirit!
Everyone just keep critting.
Who's next?
By the way, I forgot to mention, Ignatz and Leonie now have... God, Leonie looks so cool here. I love this armor on her. Ignatz and Leonie both have,
Hey, look at you.
bow range, or not bow range, crit plus 10 on bow and swords, so... They're freaking good right now.
Ready when you are.
I'll do my best.
I don't have anything I need to use on anyone yet, so... So no one's been hit. I am a little worried about Hilda. Because it does look like she's going to be... Well, she's going to be attacked by one person. Lysithia is one of the people I'm mainly worried about. I think it'd be actually a good idea to put her right here. And then... Because she has the evasion ring, which should help out a lot. And then I'll just have her equip her Brave Lance.
Seiros, I will kill you. Do not get in my way.
So that's Nemesis. You're a crusty old bastard, you know that?
All those who stand in my way will be destroyed.
Although Ingrid isn't that physically strong, her with an evasion ring with terrain is unstoppable.
Whoa! I'll defeat you!
So that's the sword of Zoltan. That thing's gigantic.
Nice try. Pure grit. Make a difference.
Oh, I didn't even see those out there. Uh-oh. Ooh, nice dodge, Hilda. Alright, that was a fantastic start, actually. Wait, can they... Oh, shoot, they can get to her. That sucks. So what we're gonna do... I wanted to see if I could just kill this guy in one shot, but... It's highly unlikely unless we crit, which we didn't.
I'll protect everyone.
Okay, that's out of the way. Ignatz, I want you just to keep going. Just keep moving and go crazy here, really. I'm kind of baffled that didn't kill. Maybe you should send someone with him just to be safe.
Don't get used to this.
Amazing.
I don't think he has any healing items, does he? No, he doesn't. That's okay, because Marianne can heal him from quite a distance. Alright, so how do we want to take this map on? We're going to have to get to the middle of the map eventually, because we have to take out the people on those ballista. So... if I move Claude up here with Fail Not,
My moment has arrived.
he can get rid of this mage, making the approach much safer.
We're all desperate, aren't we?
Lawrence, I want you to move over here and actually remount. Burn this guy.
Thought you could best me? I can exceed this.
Alright, go this way. Oh, these stronghold points are really good. Leone actually come over here, mount, and curve shot. Actually, you don't need the curve shot, just relax. Felix, you come this way also. Have your killing edge equipped. Alright. Lysithia? Ingrid, go ahead and take this guy out with your Brave Lance if you can. Actually, that is 0 crit. That is a bad idea. We didn't get lucky there, which kind of sucks, but whatever. I'm actually going to move him up a little bit, because if I move him further, he can actually get to the next stronghold point without being contested.
You lost that one.
I'm glad I can count on you.
I don't want to waste our physics too early, because we only have 5. Used to feel like they were so many, but now it doesn't feel like I have that many.
Next try.
Wow. Oh, that guy's actually one of the commanders. I didn't really notice. Ouch. Felix should be fine against this guy. Didn't realize he was ranged, though. I want to move up, but at the same time, that's going to grab the attention of this commander. And I really don't want to do that. He has Lewin, and I'm surprised he hasn't gone after Leone already. Damn, some of these guys are really hard to hit. Actually, in that case, then... wait, does that count as the swamp? No, it's not. It's wasteland. Okay. Just want to get this guy out of the way so he doesn't do anything suspicious later. This is a weird final map. I kind of like it because it's not... it's not, like, over the top, I guess. It's a very different tone from a lot of Fire Emblem final maps. Although I can't say I'd picture a swamp being my favorite type of map for a final map, to be honest, because swamps are hardly ever fun to play. I'm going to be 100% honest here. They're usually just the opposite. Man, we have some of our worst freaking gambits up there, don't we? Well, that's the case. Lawrence, you get up close.
Can we help? Seize the moment.
We don't need to worry about getting his crest stone, so he can literally just break one square and then hammer away at this guy. I didn't mean to shoot that. God damn it. Oh well. We can still take him down just the same.
Strategy in motion.
252 from Claude.
More battles means more strength.
Alright, with that, he can move up a little bit. Then you should probably be able to take him out with a crit.
Leave my sight.
And there we go. Demonic beasts, when you're not actually trying to get their stones, are not difficult whatsoever. Like, they become so much easier. I'm trying to avoid this center area. Like, we need to get around the swamp to get to where we want to be. Alright, Lycidia, take this guy out. He's starting to get really annoying. It's another one down. Make this vulnerary. And for you, I want you to move over here and remount. So that way you're not actually standing in the swamp. Ouch.
Proceed carefully.
Seal. I could warp people halfway across the map, but
that helps.
I'm saving that for now. Probably gonna end up using that on, like, Nox or someone. This force I have going around this left side is perfectly capable of taking out anything over there, so I'm not too worried. I want Nox going up this way just in case we need him later. I think she has a mace, if I recall. No, she doesn't, but a relic weapon will work all the same. I do have to look out for that mage, though. But she does have Kanto, so she can just kind of get out. I like the fact that this is the final mission, because I can just spam relic weapons. I mean, hopefully it's the final mission. I'm not just breaking all my relic weapons for almost no apparent reason. Can't throw them in there yet.
I'm sorry.
So how far is the range on this thing, Bernadetta? Not far enough to do anything meaningful. Okay. In that case, I want to start... I want to take down these guys up here, and then we'll swoop in and get rid of these ballista, because these guys are the ones that are holding the map together. They're the only ones that are stopping us from just going in and rioting, basically. So let's slowly make our way around this terrain. I'll actually put Leonie... That may not be the best idea. She doesn't have the best dodge capabilities here. So we're gonna wait. You know, I can give her a shot. We'll dismount her. No, I don't like that. We'll put Claude there instead. Dismount him. And stick him with a silver bow. Who haven't I moved yet? Oh, big nuts. Not much I can really do about you right now, buddy. Actually, you know what I can do? I can move him right here. Oh, cool. They're actually coming after us now.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
Literally firing zeros at Claude. They can't even hit him.
Too easy. Piece of cake.
We can actually heal you.
Thank you.
I just don't want you to be lowest possible health value if that lady comes down to nuke you. In which case, actually, Ingrid's fantastic for this, but she doesn't have any two-range weapons because I never trained her in bows, sadly, which is one of my tinier regrets. So we're gonna force that lady to come down here with Ingrid. Alright. Next up... I can't leave her here, though. That's the thing. Getting to these guys is the most difficult part because they will nuke any squishy person. So.
Spirit! Yeah! I'm not dying here.
A predictable success.
I have to move up someone like Claude to try and get in there. Fail not, won't one-shot unless he crits. Let's go ahead and use this, why not?
My moment has arrived.
That guy had a Gloucester crest. Daphne, Sharon. It's kind of interesting because you're starting to see all the lords like this is Regan, which is pretty cool. I want Claude to fight this guy, honestly. I want to see if he says anything because a lot of these people are from houses that people come from. Like they are some of the origin points, you know. Kind of killing off your ancestors here. Even if they're not directly related. Alright, we'll move you up here.
Let's make this
Scythia, I'm
quick.
sorry I left you back here. It was unintentional. This map is kind of a slow move if you decide to go around like what I'm doing, but I honestly think it's one of the best ways. You could always rush down the center and stand in the swamp and deal with that bullshit, but I'm not doing that. Oh wow, she has a long-range tome.
Too
Okay.
easy. So close.
Well, that changes up how I'm going to deal with her. Because that means I can't just run in and try to blow her up. Alright, Ignace, why don't you try to see what's in here? Arrow of Indra?